Hello everybody! Silver Shroom back again for more Pikmin 3 and okay, nunchuck wasn't working there for a second. Did I say Pikmin 3? Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2. That's the game that I'm playing right now. Last time, we explored the whole of Beasts, and I decided to jump into the White Flower Garden at the last second of the day. Uh, Definitely not the last second. We still have a few more time when we're done with this. This time, we're exploring the White Flower Garden. And this does not look like a garden, more like a construction site, honestly. We'll be seeing several of these industrial type floors. And there's our first treasure already. I have to deal with some shear grubs. And now we have the treasure gauge, so we can detect wherever treasure is, but it kind of seems like that's the only treasure on this floor. Come on, let's speed things along. Thing is, with purple Pikmin, it's hard to tell if it's going to go faster or slower. Oh, and on these types of floors, you can accidentally throw a Pikmin off, or they get bucked off by enemies. These, like, a bucking bronco, and they will die. That you won't find them on the next sub level. That's an alien billboard, but it's shoe polish. You won't find them on the next sub level or anything. That they're just gone into the abyss, and into that textured background. At least I think it's textured. Anyway, no treasure left on the floor. Let's head on to sub level 2. Okay, so another machine type floor, and there's a new enemy, the fiery blowhog. Now, fiery blowhog's only real attack is spitting fire, which obviously can't hurt the reds, but they can also throw them off forward to shake them off, and that can make Pikmin lose their flowers. There are quite a few ways in the first two games for Pikmin to lose their flowers, but I don't think there is any way for that to happen in Pikmin 3. But it's kinda especially dangerous on this floor that Pikmin stunned it, because they can throw Pikmin off into the abyss, like I mentioned before. And there appears to be some kind of crystal heart. Yeah. And that is a petrified heart. And that is not the only treasure on this sub-level. Where's the other one? Oh, right there. Looks like another bottle cap. Okay. And I think that is about it. Nothing over here. So let's head off to the next sub-level. But first, of course, we're going to drop off the bottle cap. And it is Dr. Pepper. Drought Ender. These names are pretty great. And by the way, I should also mention, many of the treasures are completely different in the PAL or European version of the game, so yeah, you're not going to be seeing the same treasures. Some of the treasures are the same, just in different locations, which is a bit strange. And now on to sub-level 3. And while it is like a metal floor, at least there's nowhere to throw Pikmin off, it seems. Unless, of course, that's a place to throw Pikmin off. Okay, I feel like that's a wall, but I don't really want to go the testing route. Oh, no, that looks like an abyss to me. No, not doing it. And there appear to be white flowers. These are ivory candy pop buds. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could it act as a kind of a hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. Just like before. Now, I really don't want to throw the purple Pikmin in here because they will count towards the 5 Pikmin limit. So I'll throw my red Pikmin in here, and they appear to be sprouting white seeds. And when I pluck them, Olimar, you can get over here. I don't believe there are actually any enemies on this floor. And check it out. It's a white Pikmin with beady red eyes. And it spewed poison gas. Incredible, a white Pikmin. It is tiny, but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. Just said entirely new type, whatever. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. Meanwhile, the president gets greedy and sends a bunch of workers to exploit the Pikmin and make the company rich. So, these new white Pikmin, just like the purple Pikmin, they don't have an onion and can only be got from candy pot buds underground. And also, like the purple Pikmin, they are not in Pikmin 3's story mode, but they are in some of the other modes. Oh, there is an enemy, but it's a honey wisp, just a flowery white Pikmin. So, white Pikmin have several abilities. As the ship hinted at, they are faster than other Pikmin types, both in just running and in carrying. And I believe we have one white Pikmin that's still a leaf. Oh, another honey wisp, perfect. If I can reach it. There we go. Oh, and I never mentioned, both purple and white Pikmin appear to have violets as their... The Pikmin's flowers are actually based off the same type of flower, that real-world flower that comes in different colors. But anyway, other abilities of white Pikmin you'll see here as you... where is the... I think that's the way to the ship. Okay, here. As you attempt to exit, you can see their treasure radars going off, and the white Pikmin will start to dig up a roll of tape. Amazing, the white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt. So, white Pikmin apparently have X-ray vision, and they can dig up treasures that are completely buried underground. Once it's visible, other Pikmin can help dig it. But yeah, that's another ability of white Pikmin. So something peculiar is that when carrying objects, purple Pikmin seem to shrink down to match the size of basic Pikmin, and white Pikmin seem to get slightly larger. Bit weird. And they're gonna take that tape back. There we go. It is a roll of gamma tape, and they call it a super stick textile. And that appears to be the only treasure on the floor, so let's keep moving. Excuse me. White Flower Garden, sub-level 4. What will we find here, but it appears to be strange devices spewing poisonous gas. As you might have guessed, White Pikmin are immune to poison. So you can take them in here and destroy these things that generate the poisonous gases, so all Pikmin can head through. Poison's just like fire. You can call them back if they get poisoned, and they'll be fine. So you're gonna need White Pikmin for their poison immunity. But White Pikmin also have one more ability that I honestly hope I won't need to show off, because because in addition to being immune to poison, they are poisonous themselves. If an enemy eats them, it will take a lot of damage, often enough to take it down. But it will not stop the White Pikmin from dying, so it should be a last resort. Or better yet, a never resort. I don't know why I bothered to throw White Pikmin. Any Pikmin grab this. So here you can just call them and direct them over to this treasure. Didn't get a lot of Pikmin, but fortunately there's a purple one there, so... Oh, it needs to be dug up. I'm gonna want some more up there. Come on! Get to the thing and the... I am not great at this. They'll take care of that. A mushroom. Don't spot any enemies on this floor. And there's a stick of chapstick. Anything over here? Okay, got the chapstick back. And they call it Survival Ointment. And the mushroom. Come on. It is a not worth much toxic toadstool. Okay, that's it. Now all I have to do is find the exit. And it's right over here. Still haven't lost a single Pikmin. But I think this might be the boss floor. And it looks like it is. Saw something that looked like an arena. And I think I know what the boss is. Yep, final floor. Okay, I am not taking my White Pikmin with me. I only got 15 of them. I don't want to lose them. I think I have a White Pikmin here. Yep. Yep, we're good. Now, if you head to a certain part... This is the Burrowing Snagret. And sadly, it is not nearly as easy to beat as it is in Pikmin 3. Since there are no winged Pikmin. And now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and use an ultra spicy spray. And just like in the third game, it greatly increases a Pikmin's speed and attack power. Astounding, the heads of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery. However, unlike in Pikmin 3, they will not instantly flower Pikmin. Okay, so strategy with the Burrowing Snagret. No. Okay, well, I lost a Pikmin, but I lost my first Pikmin, but thankfully it wasn't purple. And I'm pretty sure some of them are losing their flowers. Yeah, Even just falling from the Snagrit's head can make me lose the flowers. Lost my first Pikmin, not a huge deal. Probably gonna be many more. And it has not gotten its head stuck in the ground even once yet. I mean, it did when it first came out, but at that point I didn't really want to attack it. Oh, and avoided losing another Pikmin. And in these first games, it loses its body when it dies. And you just take back that. Well done, Captain Olimar, you've defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Oh no, don't tell me that treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yep, and you're gonna have to store it. This huge glove. Okay, so it took down the Snagrit, only lost one Pikmin. Thankfully, it was neither purple nor white, so not a huge problem. Yeah, look at him. That's worth 10 Pokos, saw it briefly there. And this glove. It is a 5-man knapsack. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press and hold C to take a nap. So you may wonder, what's the point of that? If you do it, you'll dismiss your Pikmin, lay down, and any Pikmin that'll close to you will take you back to base, and you'll just bounce off it. Computer piece. No, never mind. So, it is useful if you want to send one captain back to base. It's not the most useful thing in the world. It was essentially replaced by the go here function, but with that you could go anywhere you'd already been. Oh, mid-heights! Mid-heights! Okay. And I believe we have all flowers once again. You know what? You can take these back. As long as you're quick about it, because I'm heading straight for the exit. And here it is, the geyser. Let's, yeah, no treasure left. Let's escape to the surface. Now, I'm not exactly sure how much time there is left in the day, but one Pikmin lost, but there is something I want to do quickly. Cave complete. But I realize I'm gonna have to come back to the Awakening Wood tomorrow, so it's not a big deal if I don't get it done. But as you can see, it's evening. And I think we have plenty of time to do this. More female shear grubs. And you can see the treasure gauge is reacting. If you throw some... If you fall off that ledge, no. If you throw some white Pikmin up here, they will start uncovering a buried object. It's almost sundown. Hurry up. And this is actually the first time the game hasn't ended the day for us automatically. So, Olimar, Louie, the sun will be setting soon. Call all of the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion and lure yourselves into my hull so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at day's end, so call them all to you. And they will also be fine if they are at base when the sun sets, but... But, unfortunately, there's no circle around the onion to define what counts as base. Got the pilgrim bulb there. So, you just kind of guess. You typically, if they've just dropped something off and are just hanging out there, they should be fine. I'll see if I can collect a few more berries. Ten. Okay. Okay, my Pikmin are all here, so I can make a break for it if I really need to. Everyone, get over here. Come on, give me one more spray. 3, 2, 1. And 0. All my Pikmin are with me. And sometimes they have different instruments for the end of day theme. And the white Pikmin go in the ship with the purple Pikmin. And Token Baronet's trying to stab the ship. And that's the end of day 3. Got quite a bit of cash today. Almost hit the 3,000 mark. And our Pikmin increased overall. Only lost 1 Pikmin to battle so far. And another letter from the President. How's the progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Press left or right on the D-pad for a close-up view of the action. So, next time on Pikmin 2, we're going to return to the Awakening Wood and see what else we can find. See you then.